Many of us who hear this passion narrative year after year are bewildered hearing Jesus call out for help from the cross, proclaiming that he is thirsty, only to be half-heartedly given back sour vinegar in return. What does Jesus thirst for from the cross? If he's going to die anyway, why does he make this proclamation now? This word is often used in contrast to the woman at the well story in John chapter 4, when he says that those who believe in him will be given back living water, water of grace and mercy and love where no one will thirst. Jesus was thirsty for all the things that he did in ministry, healing the sick, feeding the hungry, curing impediments, teaching the arrogant, bringing truth to a world bent on greed and selfishness and sin, proclaiming that true greatness is found in spiritual fruit, love, compassion, understanding. Jesus was thirsty not just for sustenance, but for justice to rain down and for sin to be washed away by the living waters of grace and mercy. This moment on the cross also reveals God's humanity. God is intimately familiar with the pains of this world, pains of thirst and hunger. God knows what it felt like to be physically thirsty. In asking the Roman guards for something to drink, all they offered back was a sponge with sour vinegar. This points to the ways that we mistreat Jesus in and around us. How often do we hear the pleas from others only to offer sour vinegar in return instead of living water? Jesus preached in Matthew chapter 25, "Truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of those who are members of my family, you did it to me." From the cross, Jesus proclaims that God lives in us, and we are made in God's image. Whoever thirsts among us, we're called to be living water, not to just offer our scraps and our leftovers like sour vinegar. Whoever faces injustice and brokenness like a crucifixion like Jesus, and who believes in Jesus, will certainly have a resurrection like his. Our witness to the brokenness that led Jesus to die on the cross only gives more power to the empty tomb on Easter. God overcomes hunger and thirst, and even the power of death.
You seek to quench your thirst, ever failing when you try. All the cisterns you have dug now lie broken, parched and dry. Come, you thirsty, come to Christ, deeply drink his grace and love. Plunge into the living stream, flowing down from God above. You who hunger to be fed, searching life in want and need, you will near in this world find lasting joys your soul to feed. Come, you hungry, come to Christ, you who long to be well fed. Taste his word and savor truth, feast upon the living bread. You who have forsaken God, groping now to find a place, where will you find life and joy? Where is peace apart from grace? Come, you wandering, and be found. Do not squander life away. Settle not for less than God. Come, seek him Why pursue what does not last? All the